go to make a video. Look at that sunshine. Okay, here we are, Sunday, July 23rd. You showing off your new do? Velvet Jones over here got his groomings the other day. Trying to keep him a little cooler for the summer. So there he is. It's about 75 degrees out. And about 20 of 12. Not too humid. And it's going to get up, probably mid 80s today. But it feels drier. It's a lot nicer. So at this point, the Campanula is doing fantastic. And we got little bees in there. Everybody's happy. All different kinds of bees. Look at you guys go. Look at that rich color. It looks darker on my screen than the Stargazer lilies. Look at, still not doing much here. I mean, they're moving along. They're getting ready. But still, maybe another week, maybe two. Look at you handsome boys. What are you trying to dig up under there? Pretty gross, huh, Misha? Okay, let's move on. We got a lot of ground to cover. I have to remember at the end of the video, Dee caught some footage of a hummingbird moth out through the garden here. And she got really good footage, so I'll add that on at the end. But the hosta is doing so good that the flowers are kind of leaning over. And I trimmed off a little bit here on this cherry because the branches were getting a little low. So give everybody here a little late afternoon sun. And the hydrangea we were so worried about, full bloom now, all over. I really love the multiple shades and the coloring on here. A hummingbee. Or a little honeybee. And the growth is still coming on strong too here. I'm noticing the difference in the size of some of these leaves too. But so we got another lily popping up in here, and I'm just gonna focus in on it. We do have a Stargazer lily back there in the lilac shrub area, so there you see them. And they're not looking much bigger either, so I'm thinking it's probably more to do with the weather. Don't be looking for those berries. Hey, Sebastian, leave it. Those are not cherries, okay? Or not good ones for dogs anyway. Tennis balls over here. Is this what you're looking for? Hey. Puppy, hey. No? Not a mood? Okay. Leave that be. Alright. Yeah, so this side is doing really well. Made a great comeback despite the deer's best efforts. And we haven't seen much of the deer, or much evidence of the deer in the yard, which is good. We'll swing over this way, Sebastian. So, look at the corn. We got corn tassels and we have little corns. Already started. There's, I think, fourth one. Looking a little tiny right now, but... And of course the corn is pretty short. It's tallest one back there is barely up to my chest. But the butternut squash in here is doing great. Nice big leaves, covering a good size area. And finally, the sunflower did open. First one, and this was a quote-unquote natural one from the bird feeder spillage. And this hydrangea here, a little bit taller again. I should probably make a mark on here so week to week we can see how it's doing. You are so bright. As you can see, the daisies are really starting to go now, so when demowed yesterday, we agreed we were going to start cutting back on those. Claim back a little bit more of the lawn. So this is getting nice and tall, everything through here. And these sunflowers are doing strong. They're really getting their height now. Getting almost to the height of the marigold in the center. Well, so swing back this way. More excitement. We have the purple bee balm now. It is finally starting to open. And look how tall this is. Again, that's at my eye level. And those tiger lilies back there, which we'll get to, are taller than me. But yeah, all the purple bee balm now is starting to open. And I'll zoom in a little bit because I'm over here, puppy. Hi. What a happy boy. You have to get you with the flowers behind you or next to you. The thumbnail. So the tiger lilies here starting to get some color. So those are going to be opening soon. I'm sure by next week's video some of those will be open. The painted ones. Do we have any still open in here? I'm not seeing them. So yeah, unfortunately, it's a good thing there's lots of flower pods on here, but it's sad seeing them go so quick. But this is just such a, oh yeah, there's a couple in the back there, the painted. So getting that. Hi, Flutterby. And of course the red bee balm here. Hummingbirds, hummingbird moths, bees. Elytris, it's little by little. But that's good. That's definitely later this year, but it'll be good to have it, especially as the lilies start to play out. Are you harassing that cat? Are you harassing that kitty cat? Hey. You give me a picture? Hey. Sebastian. Thank you. Alright, so we actually have some of these sunflowers came back in here. Or did we transplant here? Maybe these were some of the transplants. But we still have a good amount of the black-eyed Susans. And these will go for a while yet. Some of these will make it into later summer. Easily our best year with black-eyed Susans. And still spread out all across through there. We'll pop down here. Oh, I have been meaning to point out, we did see some of the fruit on this tree. And it should still be here because it wasn't ripe yet, but I should have made a note of it so I could find it real quick to point out. But we'd only seen like 2 or 3 when we were looking. No, maybe somebody did get it already. All right, I'll keep looking. I'll make a note for next time. So the trim area is doing great. Getting that sunshine in there has been doing wonders for drying it out after all the storms and the weather. Letting us see the wisteria over here. Trying to give that a chance too to get stronger, build up some vines. And these lilies are opening up back here. This is similar to the one up by the hosta and hydrangea up at the end of the driveway. So we have this thistle here doing great, and there's a ginormous one just down the path, just past where he went. It's as tall as I am, and it already has some color on it. And this is a Annabelle hydrangea, or is that the, yeah. So, and it's doing good. I don't see any flower heads on it, but that one had been damaged quite a bit too, so we'll see. Child, don't wander off too far, please. So this is, look at all the little bees and bobs on these guys here. Beetles. And it's the only place I see these bugs, but so this is up the driveway too. It's starting to flower everywhere. So it's a pretty important part of the ecosystem. You're going to miss out on the garden if you wander off in the woods. So more excitement in the back, although it also kind of means how fast summer is going. We do have flowers starting, or at least the, what was that? That didn't sound like a frog. So yeah, flowers starting. On the hydrangea shrub, everywhere. Look at all down here. And up here, and look how tall that is. So, and as you've seen in the past, the flowers, even after they dry, but they'll linger on into the winter. The dried flower heads. But yeah, summer's moving quick, and we finally got a decent weekend. Now this bee balm is not as tall as out front because it's not struggling as much fighting for the sunlight. But it's just absolutely stunning, this hosta. Sebastian, come on. And we still have some Sweet William back here, but we also have lots of seed heads on there too now. So you bet we're going to be spreading that. We're going to fill the garden area with a lot of different flowers too. It's just all new possibilities up there. There's lots of rocks, so we can make some more, separated areas. So over here, the foamy bells are starting to pick up a little bit. And the nasturtium, wherever they are, they're crawling and they're happy. These guys are getting ready to flower. Sebastian! And we do still have some purple dragon flowers, not many left. And it looks like, yeah, these are all going to making little seeds down there, but over here still a little bit more. And yeah, no flowers left on that side, but they're still really pretty. And you get an area here where the sunshine dapples through. They make their own light. All right, Sebastian. All right, well, we'll go in the garden. And so I don't forget, we'll do a checkup on these little orphan bean plants here. And they are getting bigger, but you need to wrap around here, guys, here. There you go. That's how you're going to get tall. But you see, it's still, I'd consider it morning light, so they get a good amount there. There you are. Up, and there you go. Now remember, you were good in the garden, so you have to keep being good. Yeah, I tried him the other morning, and he actually did really good. He didn't stomp on anything. So more exciting news. We have sweet potatoes growing. Finally. We have this one here, and then that there. So that's going to start popping out, and the adventure begins. Getting back to some Sweet William action over here. These are getting bigger and stronger. I think the break of constant rain and letting the ground dry out, and then the good strong sunshine has made all the difference in the world. So I should pick a spot. I'm going to stand back by this rock, so now every week we can get an idea of just how much coverage the pumpkins are making here. And just to give you an idea how big those plants are. There's a big dog in the background, but this vine is coming all the way back from this plant here. It's also sending a vine back out that way. And then this plant here is sending a vine down into that one and there. And you can see all the flowers, these male flowers here. But the other day I actually got under and I counted good looking pumpkins started, and I think counted 5 or 6. So they're not turning white or rotting like this one here, but just past that stalk in the back, there's one going. So yep, going and checking them all out. There's another good one on the end of that vine. But that plant, look how much it's going along the tree. This is the smallest so far, and this one is starting to move down too with a vine, and it's got a good pumpkin on it. And look how far that vine is going along there. That's exactly what we wanted, though. Okay. Potatoes. Yet more flowering. And the it's not still just the red potatoes in the back, but the Yukon Gold up front are still doing flowers. Hey, watch out where you're going. Okay, don't be klutz. So we have banana peppers. A couple on here, another one going. I got another two. Another 2. So these are starting to move now. And this one survived. It just wants to be laying down. And we have flowers on the other. And another little pepper started down there. Okay, you want to look at the cabbage next? All right, careful, careful. Hey, go on, move. Once he realizes this is food, he's not going to be allowed in here anymore. So, again, right, the power of good sunshine and not getting constant rain. Although it's squishy, but it's not really soppy in the low areas. But we can see how this broccoli, well, I guess it's good that there's nothing in the center yet. So he's standing over. Those are some sunflower. Watch where you're walking. All right, maybe we got to rethink this whole big dog in the garden. I thought, and he was walking in between the sunflowers and stuff the other day. But this sunflower patch here, you know, now it's like off to the races. So all the different varieties are doing their thing. You got, you know, the taller and the shorter, the wider leaves, the narrower leaves. And look how full. And all that color from the nasturtium. And the beans now are just up to my chest level on there, and that one over there is almost there too. Cruising back toward the center. This sunflower here, I can see from the kitchen window, these two, just how big they are when they're swaying. And these are all cucumbers. And look how big some of these leaves are on the cukes, but we absolutely have cukes. We have little ones over here started, but we have, oh, there's a big one on the end there, but we have, right here, we have full-size cuke. In fact, we can pull that one. There's one back there. Watch out. But there's a bunch once you start looking. So cukes, absolutely. We have, I did tie this tomato plant up, but we have these three here, these two, and these guys down here are getting to a good size. Hey, watch out, you eating clover? Okay. And then again, cukes. I was just looking, yesterday I was up here, and yet look at the size, those two together here. But they're out of control. The vines are well past the eggplant now. And over here they're starting to reach out for the peppers. And every one of them putting out cukes. So I'm surprised. If we had planted zucchini up in this soil, I was joking with Tamara, so we probably have zucchini the size of my leg. So lots of flowers yet on the eggplant. And yeah, we'll keep an eye out. I'm not sure if that already flowered, and that might be one starting there. But again, we just have to look. Did I miss anything, Sebastian? I don't think so. Just the butternut squash in the back. And it is looking like we're going to have dry weather, hot but dry through the end of the week. Thunderstorms on Friday. So watch where you're going. But yeah, you get the second, third growth on the squash over here. And the plant can start getting strong enough and get some space so that even if it gets some more rains and stuff, it's not overwhelming the plant. All right, so now we can finish up. I'd say you were a good boy. You were a good boy. Here, let's go. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Okay. There he goes. Nasturtium, going everywhere it is past the bench now. Over on that side of the rock and climbing out, and the vines even are past the bench over here as well. Enjoying taking over the rocks here. And over on this side, spilling out of the pot and over and down the rocks. And just some geraniums and some foamy bells. And the vinca vine. Nice and full. So yeah, clearing that area out again gives us some more air and sunshine back here. I don't know how far this vine's going down in here. All right, time to find the dog and then get back to work. Yeah, I can feel it's warmer, but I did get the string trimming done up there. I still have the rest of the driveway to do, down the path. And it's more, there's a lot of this type of work, a lot with the branches. But I have firewood in the mini truck that I got to get out of there. It still needs to be split before I can haul some more brush. Hi, Misha. Hi, handsome. You're a cutie pie. Sebastian, let's go. All right, so I think I'm going to end it up there. So lots and lots of good stuff. Be sure to stick around for the hummingbird moth that I'll be finishing up with. And we'll see you again next week. Everything pretty much in full bloom now. And I guess we're going to be starting to harvest some veggies from the garden soon. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. And no, there's still one more weekend left in July. So thanks for watching.